Okay, hello, greetings and welcome. Alright, so on our last video we talked about entering the Brotherhood of Light and how intention goes to attention and then emptiness and light. How does this apply to the martial artist? This is actually very interesting because this is what sets up the psychological and metaphysical framework of a great martial art and a great martial artist. Now, if you were to look at the martial arts that train the highest amount of intent and attention simultaneously between you and another person, those are the most effective martial arts. And there are certain parameters of freedom that need to be in there. So if, let's say, you look at wrestling, it's not a martial art, it's a wrestling sport with parameters for wrestling. But if you, let's say, look at Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and Veiled Judo, they train in an environment where they're highly competitive with each other, leading into a fighting art where they have to fight without rules or within a limited rule set. So their will is constantly being challenged by another person's will, intention against intention, and attention allows them to separate the intent and the observing mind to set up their techniques and master the techniques and have good execution. So we separate those two. Now, in the development of the art, if you remove all boundaries and parameters, your art will evolve to a very, very high level. If you contain the art within form, it won't evolve. It'll stay in form. So free-form martial artists that have a very high level of freedom of expression while generating very high levels of intent against another human being, while separating attention to apply their skill, the martial artist goes up and the evolution of the art goes up. So this is how very high level martial arts develop. They have no boundaries, and there's a balance between developing a highly intentional reptilian brain and developing a very, very, very high level of attention, separating the awareness from the intending mind to execute better techniques and be aware of the environment and aware of the person in front of you. Where does emptiness come into this? Now, once you start concentrating your mind to a point of emptiness, in Tai Chi there's a saying, the technique comes from afar. So when a technique comes from afar, there's a sense of, here it comes. And you put yourself in the right place with the right timing to take advantage of their movement. Because the person's mind moves, their feeling moves, and their body moves. And if your mind is connected to their mind, you're picking up on the mental astral indicator before the physical body moves. It feels like it's coming from afar. So this emptiness is there. And this is where all the Zen parables and books on the samurai and all the old poems, they're talking about the mind's relation to emptiness, to separate the intending mind from the attention of the mind to observe, get these two to pull apart. What happens when you pull them apart? Your mind gets released of time and you get a sense of, oh, here it comes, that's what he's going to do, I've got him. And then you can apply the suitable technique at the right time. From that is light. Now, when a person's concentration reaches a point where everything's residing within stillness and they see the light of their own mind, a lot of people refer to this as enlightenment. And it's not nibbana in the Buddhist context of enlightenment. It's seeing the light of their own mind. So many descriptions amongst different Zen masters and meditators refer to this monadic pure spirit state of open awareness of light as enlightenment. This is an advanced stage, but it's not the highest. Okay, so I hope this helps with the martial arts framework, what to pay attention to. Your will, your intent has to be challenged by another person's intent through your body, through your feelings, through your mind, through your environment. You need to be under high levels of stress to evolve. What this does is it gives you an opportunity to separate the observing mind from the intending mind, from the stress, to make better decisions. And this separation does two things. It allows the intellect to function clearly and allows the intuition to function clearly. So you develop what we call intuitive intellect. And this is the vehicle we use to move through that attentive mind into emptiness and into light. Thank you for your time, and see you on the next video.